Hi, my name is Gloria Arellano. This is my foreign speech for Professor Hescht's class, and this is my audience. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'd like to begin. Tsutomu Miyazaki, a cannibal, a murderer, and a pedophile. In other words, a real-life monster. He was given the names Human Dracula or Otaku Murderer. But if you want to know how it came to be, just stay tuned to find out. To truly know the serial killer, we'll go to the beginning. So when he was born. Tsutomu Miyazaki was born August 21st, 1962 in Ishitaki, Japan. You see, Miyazaki was isolated from the beginning because of the deformity he was born with, which fused his hands to his wrists. He didn't have the normal joints everybody else does. So he was bullied a lot in school, and he was antisocial. He only found comfort in anime, which later turned into an obsession. Even though he was antisocial, he maintained a high academic standing in school, but soon his grades took a deep plunge, and along with it, his dreams to attend Meiji University, Japan's most prestigious school, and to become an English teacher fell along with it. And just like that, his dreams had plummeted and his dark journey had begun. After high school, Miyazaki continued his education through junior college and became a photo technician. For a particularly unknown reason, he went ahead and developed a certain cockiness about himself, making him a lot more unlikable. He also started taking pictures of female tennis players and he kept them for his own sexual pleasures. After junior college, he had to move back in with his parents, which turned to do a lot more harm than good because he was seen spying on his sister only a week after moving in while she was taking a shower. When confronted, he retaliated by assaulting both his sister and his mother. And his erratic behavior was already a sign that there's more violence to come. As you can probably tell thus far, Miyazaki was an outsider, even to his own family. He could only confide in his grandfather. Sadly, his grandfather passed away in 1988, leaving him isolated and alone all over again. He fell to a deep depression and almost attempted suicide. By an article by Akash Murata, 20 of the most notorious killers, published in 2015, he says that the only way he could feel connected with his grandfather was by cremating him and eating parts of his ashes. And with that, he started to evolve from taking pictures of tennis players to collecting a large number of over 5,000 pornographic images and adult magazines, biofilm, and child porn. His actions evolved from videos and imagery to something even far worse. Miyazaki's murder spree began on August 22nd, 1988, the same year his grandfather passed away. Miyazaki went on to kill 4 girls from the ages 4 to 7. The 4 girls' names were Mary Kono, Masami Yoshizawa, Erika Nava, and Oyaku Nomoto. Miyazaki was a newspaper headliner not just for taking these girls' lives, but what he did to them. He started with luring them to his car and forcing them to go into his vehicle and drove them up to a hill or to a private area. Then he would go ahead and strangle these girls to death, engage in acts of necrophilia, and dismember them. From dismember, he would keep trophies, and trophies would include arms, hands, teeth, clothes, whatever it may be to fulfill his satisfaction. After he finished taking his trophies and putting them in his closet, he would get their remains and throw them under a bridge. And his torment did not end there because he went ahead and started sending notes to the victim's parents. One reading, Mary, cremated, investigation, proof. And another saying, Erica, cold, cough, throat, rest, death. Very perplexing. And his last kill would be the worst among the victims because not only did he take away her life and engage in acts of necrophilia, but he also dismembered her and started eating her hands. He became a cannibal. Japan's small and peaceful town could only hope that this murder would be stopped so that they could protect their families and themselves. And little did they know that they didn't have to wait much longer. On July 23rd, 1989, would mark the end of his murder spree as he was caught during his fifth attempt to capture another girl. Miyazaki was caught by a girl's father when he was taking pictures of this girl from under her skirt. He fled the scene, but later came back to retrieve his vehicle. That is when police apprehended him. An article by Laura Kelly in 2017, The Rat Man, Japanese serial killer, it says, when police searched his house, they discovered the human remains, videos, pictures, and clothing of his victims in his closet. Society's mind could finally put to rest that the human Dracula was caught, but his journey had only begun because next he had the court. Miyazaki went on to confess to the murders, but that they were done by his alter ego, Ratman. Ratman was to blame for the molestation, necrophilia, and murders caught on these 4 little girls. His excuse was not taken kindly by the court, or more so his father, because his father refused to pay for his cancel and committed suicide from embarrassment because of the monstrosities that his son had committed against Japan. The Japan Times reported on April 14th in 1997 that his punishment was not a challenge for the courts to decide that he was sentenced to death. And June 17, 2008, Japan Today reported that Tsutomu Miyazaki was hung and the human Dracula was no more. Tsutomu Miyazaki began his journey on this earth as a monster because of his deformity, but later left this world as a real-life monster because of his actions. Professionals to this day cannot decide whether it was his upbringing, surroundings, or personal beliefs that are to blame for his actions, but they do know that they were his decisions alone. In his book that he wrote in 2006, Still in a Dream, his famous last words were, "I felt all alone. Whenever I saw a little girl playing on her own, I saw myself." Now, hopefully with this bit of information, you'll be able to decide for yourself what was to blame for his reign of terror, or maybe it can lead just understanding him a bit more. I want to thank you for your time and listening to me today, and I hope that you have a really great day.